Tell me when, and I'll just.
Yep, let's go ahead. Good morning, everyone, and a warm welcome to all of you to this live session of ours. This is the month of February 2020. I welcome all of y'all to this live session. Uh, every time as we begin, all the time on all our live sessions, I've always been talking about the success stories. We've been talking about the success stories, and today also we'll begin with the same. uh, Apart from the success stories, I'm also going to answer all your questions that you will pose, and that's how this session will go. And I'm going to give you all a few other informations about the industry in general. So today, my success story. Today, one of my students, who I'm going to talk about, his name is Rahul. Rahul Mansharamani is his name, and Rahul completed his graduation in the year 2004. So that's 16 years back. Yeah, he's a student from my 2004 batch. He completed his graduation in 2004 in commerce, and immediately after finishing his graduation, he joined this course, the IATA course. That time it was known as the foundation course, the IATA foundation course. Immediately after his graduation, he decided to join this course. And I still remember, it was not Rahul, but his father who had approached me. And Rahul joined the course in 2004. And immediately after the course, I remember this group of students, they went and worked with Air India. It was not Air India, which is the Air India today, because there were two separate identities in those days. It was Indian Airlines and Air India, and they worked with Indian Airlines, the domestic airline, and after doing that little internship with Indian Airlines, he joined Air India. And until 2006, he worked with Air India. And in 2006, he went and joined Go Air. Go Air had started its operations here in Ahmedabad. And Rahul joined Go Air, and working there for 1 year. He worked there for 1 year. And in 2007, he joined Indigo Airlines as executive load and trim. Uh, I remember at one point, all the load and trim personnel at Ahmedabad airport, they were all my students. And I feel so proud in saying that. Rahul was one of them. Load and trim is something to do with the balancing of the aircraft while it's in the air, and it is a specialized job. You got to learn it, and it's not so easy. It's not so easy. It's a tough job to do, and you have to have a license. You have to have a license also to do that job. And at that time, I remember all the license holders at Ahmedabad airport, they were all my students. And Rahul joined Indigo as a load and trim executive. And in the 16 years, Rahul has scaled great heights. And today, he is the airport manager for customer service at Ahmedabad Airport. and he has scaled great heights in a short span of 15 or 16 years. And yeah, that is what Rahul achieved after doing this course. As I always say this to everyone, all of y'all who are watching this also, let me just remind y'all again that this course has changed many a lives, and I've seen so many students who are just ordinary graduates. They are just ordinary graduates, but they really, do well in this industry. They really do very well once they go through this course, and once they successfully complete this course. And as always, most of the times, all of you guys, I see all these youngsters today, they are so concerned whether we'll get a job or not, even after doing their BBAs and their MBAs. Even after doing all that, uh, it's a general uh, scenario where people are struggling for jobs. And here I am, and I say, come join this industry. There is no lack of jobs here, and you definitely can get a great job, and you guys can make a great career in this industry. So first of the questions, Antim Pare. Hi, good morning, Antim. um, what type of job will I get after the completion of the IATA Foundation course? Antim, I was just talking about this success story. Rahul Mansharamani, he works with Indigo Airlines, and today he's grown to be the manager at Ahmedabad Airport for customer services. And last time, or before that, I spoke about Maya. She's the manager of Indigo. She's the sales manager for Indigo for Gujarat, entire state of Gujarat. So, Antim, after doing this course, you can get a job with either domestic airlines. We have students working not only at Indigo, but also, excuse me, but also at all other airlines: Go Air, SpiceJet, Vistara. Apart from domestic airlines, they also work with international airlines like Emirates, Singapore Airlines, Qatar Airways, Etihad, many more. Or you can work with a travel agency. You can work with some travel agency, with an online travel agency, OTAs like Make My Trip, Yatra. Uh, there are so many of my students who also become entrepreneurs. I've talked about them also in my success stories earlier in the Q&A sessions. So these are the avenues that you can work, in, Antim. I hope I've answered your question. If you have any more questions, please put forth to them, to me, and I'll try and answer to the best of my abilities. What are the next questions, Tanmay?
Yeah. So next question is from Riddesh.
We are live even on Facebook, is it?
Yes.
We are live on Facebook also. Yeah, okay.
Next question is from Siddesh. Which is better, the IATA Foundation course or a degree in travel and tourism?
I had a foundation course or a degree in travel and tourism. Degree in travel and tourism from where? That's the first question. Okay, assuming from some good college, some nice university, assuming that you're asking with that reference, let's compare the two. Okay, I have always said, that any kind of education never goes in vain. Any kind of education never goes in vain. So even if you took some education about travel and tourism degree from some particular college or some particular university, how will it compare with the IATA certification? Let me just tell you all this. Okay, when you do it from a certain college or a certain university, those colleges or universities, the degrees that they give, they would have a limited acceptance. They would have a limited acceptance, and they would have, acceptance might be in that particular country or in that region where they are based, but not beyond that. While when you compare this with IATA course, the foundation course, the certificate that you get, uh, that certificate is valid around the globe. It's valid all over the world. That's the biggest advantage that you get with the certificate. And apart from that, you get the best knowledge. You get the best knowledge. Why? Because these courses, IATA courses, are written down and designed by industry experts. IATA is the body which controls this entire industry, okay, which is responsible to run this aviation and the travel and tourism industry. They are responsible for that. And imagine a course designed by them. So the knowledge that you gain with the IATA courses, acceptance worldwide, that's the biggest plus point. The other big advantage that you can get when you want to step into this industry, I've always said this, when you have a degree from a certain college, that this is my degree from XYZ university, and there is some other candidate who says, I have a IATA certification, okay. The industry recognizes the IATA certification much more than any other degrees or any other college or university degrees. So that's also another big plus point of doing these IATA courses. You get you IATA courses in the industry. The industry recognizes them as the best degrees. Okay, so getting a job also, if you're looking to work in the industry, if you have a IATA certificate, you tend to be at a much higher chances of getting the job rather than doing it from some university or college.
Yeah. So, sir, I am taking one more question from Samkit. He's asking, is it tough to clear the IATA exam on first attempt?
Yeah, it is. No, it is how you would look at it. But as I have always been saying, yeah, if you do not have any knowledge about the industry, or if you don't know, or if you're attempting those courses for the first time, then institute like ours definitely are a big help. Are a big help. Uh, of course, the course is not so easy. If you will watch the other interviews on our YouTube channel, the YouTube channel of International Travel and Tourism Institute, there are many videos that I've done with some of my students who have said this, that it's not very easy to go through this course, but the institute has played a big role in making that course a little more simpler and easier to go through. When you do it independently, might be you will find it a little difficult. And if you join institute like ours, you should make sure that you join a IATA authorized training center. You should make sure you'll get the information about all these IATA authorized training centers on the website of IATA, which is www.iata.org. And you can find the genuine and the real authorized training centers. They have authorized training centers listed over there for the entire world. So yeah, if you want to make it easier for yourself, I would suggest and recommend that you join a IATA authorized training center, whichever center is close by to you. Or if you want, you can come here to Ahmedabad and join our institute here. We are the best institute. We have produced the maximum number of India toppers in the country. So that speaks volumes about our institute and the quality that we provide over here.
So next question is from Pragnesh.
Mhm.
He's asking, I am already a travel agent.
Mhm.
Do I still need to get IATA certificate? How will it benefit me?
Again, this question also, you said who's asked this question? Pragnesh. Pragnesh, I don't know what IATA certificate are you referring to, the accreditation of your travel agency? So that would not be my subject, but my subject is the IATA courses, IATA training. That's what my subject is. So what I would talk about is the IATA training. Even though you have a travel agency of your own, but if you do not have the complete knowledge, if you do not have the complete knowledge about the industry, I would recommend that you should do one of these courses. And I have always recommended the IATA foundation course, because the foundation course has always been the most updated course, and it is for people like you who want to begin, or people who have a little bit of experience. It's designed for those people, and you can do that course. By doing that course, you will get the entire knowledge, and knowledge is what brings the power. Knowledge is power. So I'm sure if you will gain the knowledge, you will be able to run your agency better, and you will also get a certain direction in which you want to take that agency of yours. Okay, you'll get that you'll get the vision. Your vision will I know of so many of my students who had companies which were established for many years, and even then they decided to do this course. And after doing the course, they got the idea of how they could expand their agencies, and that's what they did, and that is what they did. They expanded their agencies and they took it to another level. So you will find information about all these that I'm talking about, the agencies, the students who came from all these agencies which were established for many years. You will find all the information on our website, which is www.itttiho.com. You can go on that website and look up. We have a question from Nitish Kumar. Hi, good morning, Nitish. IATA foundation level has more future or less, or else IATA in consultant level has more. Which one would you prefer? Nitish, as I just mentioned, the foundation course gives you a complete and a thorough knowledge about the entire industry, and the consultant is the next level. It is actually the next level. So before doing the consultant, I would very strongly recommend that you do the foundation course first, and then gradually seek some experience in the industry, and then do the consultant course. Because once you have that little bit of experience after doing the foundation, you join the industry. Once you have that little bit of experience in the industry, the understanding of consultant becomes much better with that experience of yours. So my suggestion would be to join the foundation course. Where are you based, Nitish? Are you based here in India? Which part of India are you based in? Please write and let me know. Antim, I would like to know about your location also, please, if you can write down. So Nitish, foundation course first, and then you might be able to work in the industry. Great. Hyderabad, Nitish, you're in Hyderabad. Great. You want to do a course with me? You can be sitting there in Hyderabad and doing it also. We are planning to do this online courses also now, wherein we'll do it through the technology that is helping us connect right now, like how the technology is helping us connect right now. So if you would be interested, please write to me. I'm just going to put down my email address over there, Nitish, for you, so that if you want to do the course, foundation course with me, you can write to me at this email address, and we shall come back to you. Our email address is itttiamd@gmail.com. That's our email address. So please write to me. Antim, thank you for informing that you're from Bhopal. Yes, you're most welcome to join ITTI Ahmedabad. I would love to have you over. There have been many students who come from far off places and they've come and done their courses. In the last batch, we had somebody from Ajmer. His name is Ashish Sevani, and he is our India topper. We haven't, we had not announced it yet, but we are going to, yeah, in the last examination session that happened in December, we have another India topper. So I always say this, I was just saying this, that when IATA started announcing, this was sometime in 2015 or 16, I don't remember, when IATA started identifying in country toppers, India toppers. The first such student was my student from ITTI. And at the end of the decade, also at the end of 2019, the last exam that happened also happened to be our student. So we opened the account and we closed the account. So you're most welcome, Antim. If you're willing to come here also, it will be a pleasure to have you over. And let me just tell you something that, if you do this course, Antim, Nitesh, this course can give you a great career in this industry, because this industry is going to grow big. It's going to grow huge in our country, I've always given out this information also. I don't know if I've given it in the recent past, but I've spoken to a few people that if you see the number of Indian nationals who hold a passport, from that itself you'll be able to make out how much more this industry is going to grow. The number of nationals that hold a passport in India is only 5.5%, 5.5%. That's it. So imagine, with 5.5%, there is so much of travel that's happening, and the travel businesses are so booming. Imagine that 5.5 becoming 11% and 11 becoming 22%. It's going to be huge. So you guys can make a great career in this industry. Sir, actually, I'm doing engineering third year. I can't manage both. Once I'm done with engineering, I immediately join in the institute. Great, Nitish. Again, let me tell you this also, that I've had many engineers who come and studied with me. I have had many engineers on our YouTube channel, the International Travel and Tourism Institute YouTube channel. You'll be able to go and see those interviews, where these engineers have spoken about how they went through their engineering course. And there are many reasons. There were various reasons of all the students, but they've talked about the success that they've achieved after doing this course. Okay, so I would recommend and suggest and encourage you also to do this course. And if you don't want to wait till you finish your engineering, it's only 2 hours per week or something. That's how we'll begin the online course. Okay, it's going to be over the weekends, so only on Saturdays and Sundays, 2 hours each day we'll be doing that course. Anyways, if you're interested, please do write to me whenever you're ready to do the course. And Antim, I look forward to having you over in Ahmedabad. We are going to start fresh batches. When are we starting? We gave you the dates, Tanmay. I'll let you know the dates. I'll let you know the dates in a minute. Well, the next batch which we are beginning is on the 20th of May, 20 May. Until we are going to start a new batch, and the timing of the batch will be I've always been doing this 2 times: early morning 7:30 to 9:30, or in the evening 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. So 20th of May we are going to begin. Please get in touch if you're interested in coming over to Ahmedabad, Antim. Yeah, next question.
Next question is from Altaf.
Mhm.
What is the scope of IATA in India?
What is the scope of IITA in India? I just spoke about it, Altaf, that this industry is going to grow huge. This industry is going to grow huge. I just gave out one little statistic that so many percentage, only 5.5% of Indian nationals hold a passport. So imagine when that doubles, and it's going to happen very soon, because there are many people now getting their passports, and the passports are getting delivered much quicker. Passports are getting delivered much quicker than ever before, thanks to TCS, who's taken over. And the intention of the government, the intention of the government to issue more and more passports, that's helping. And another statistic that I would like to give you at this time is the number of aircrafts that we have. The number of aircrafts in India, when we put all airlines together, the total number of aircrafts that we have is around 600 aircrafts at this moment. And by the end of this decade, so by 2030, we are going to have 5,000 aircrafts. We are going to have 5,000 aircrafts. So you can understand, Altaf, what is the potential of this. So you can find all this information. All this information is up there on Google. You can just Google it. All airlines in India have ordered so many number of aircrafts. So business, travel and tourism industry is in a big boom. So a huge scope. Last question, Tanmay. I will take the last question now.
So the question is, can I take a practice exam to prepare myself for the final exam? This question is from Azim.
Yes. IATA puts up these practice exam papers. They do put up practice exam papers, and you all can go through those practice exams, and before the final exam, they allow you to go through that practice exam. So sure, you can do a practice exam. IATA puts them up before your final exams. So thank you very much, all of you all, for joining in today on our live session on YouTube and Facebook both. Great knowing Antim, Nitesh, and so many others who poured in their questions on Facebook also. So thank you very much for joining us, and I would close this live session. But before I close, I would like to just remind all of y'all again that new batches at ITTI begin on the 20th of May, 20 May. So you should enroll. Admissions are open for that. So all of y'all who are interested in doing the course should start calling us. Our contact number is 90818-12717 or 079-2630-3131 or 2630-1414. You can log on to our website www.ittih.com and fill up the form over there also, or you can write to us on the email that I have just written down here on this live session. Thank you very much once again, all of y'all, for joining me, and I wish all of you all the very best. Good luck and God bless all of you. Thank you. Bye-bye.